A Story from the Adventures of Tom Bombadil by J.R.R. Tolkien. Bombadil Goes Boating. The old year was turning brown. The west wind was calling. Tom caught a beechen leaf in the forest falling. I've caught a happy day blown me by the breezes. Why wait till morrow year? I'll take it when me pleases. This day I'll mend my boat and journey as it chances west down the withy stream, following my fancies. Little bird sat on twig. Willow, Tom, I heed you. I've a guess where your fancies lead you. Shall I go bring him a word to meet you? No names, you telltale, or I'll skin and eat you. Babbling in every ear, things that don't concern you. If you tell Willow Man where I've gone, I'll burn you, roast you on a willow spit. That'll end your prying. Willow Wren cocked her tail, pipped as she went flying. Catch me first, no names are needed. I'll perch on his hither ear, the message will be heeded. Down by Mythe, I'll say, just as sun is sinking. Hurry up, that's the time for drinking. Tom laughed to himself. Maybe then I'll go there. I might go by other ways, but today I'll row there. He shaved oars, patched his boat, from hidden creek he hauled her, through reed and sallow brake under leaning alder. Then down the river went, singing, silly sallow, flow, willy willow stream over deep and shallow. Wee Tom Bombadil, whither be you going, bobbing in a cockle boat, down the river rowing? Maybe to Brandywine along the withy windle. Maybe friends of mine fire for me will kindle down by the hay's end. Little folk I know there, kind at the day's end. Now and then I go there. Take word to my kin, bring me back their tidings. Tell me of diving pools and the fishes' hidings. Nay then, said Bombadil, I am only rowing just to smell the water like, not on errands going. Tee-hee, cocky Tom, mind your tub don't founder. Look out for willow snags, I'll laugh to see you flounder. Talk less, fisher blue, keep your kindly wishes. Fly off and preen yourself with the bones of fishes. Gaylord on your bow, at home a dirty varlet, living in a sloven house, though your breast be scarlet. I've heard of fisher birds beak in air a-dingling to show how the wind is set. That's an end of angling. The king's fisher shut his beak, winked his eye as singing. Tom passed under bow, flash, then he went winging, dropped down jewel blue a feather, and Tom caught it, gleaming in a sun ray. A pretty gift, he thought it. He stuck it in his tall hat, the old feather casting. Blue now for Tom, he said, a merry hue and lasting. Rings swirled round his boat, he saw the bubbles quiver. Tom slapped his oar, smack, at a shadow in the river. Hush, Tom Bombadil, 'tis long since I last met you. Turned water boatman, eh? What if I upset you? What? Why, Whisker lad, I'll ride you down the river. My fingers on your back would set your hide a shiver. Psh, Tom Bombadil, I'll go and tell my mother. Call all our kin to come, father, sister, brother. Tom's gone mad as a coot with wooden legs. He's paddling down withy windle stream, an old tub a-straddling. I'll give your otter fell to Barrow-wights. They'll taw you, then smother you in gold rings. Your mother, if she saw you, she'd never know her son, unless 'twas by a whisker. Nay, don't tease old Tom until you be far brisker. Whoosh, said Otter lad. River water spraying over Tom's hat and all, set the boat a-swaying. Dived down under it, and by the bank lay peering, till Tom's merry song faded out of hearing. Old Swan of Elvet Isle sailed past him proudly, gave Tom a black look, snorted at him loudly. Tom laughed. You old cob, do you miss your feather? Give me a new one then. The old was worn by weather. Could you speak a fair word, I would love you dear, long neck and dumb throat, but still a haughty sneerer. If one day the king returns, in upping he may take you, brand your yellow bill, and less lordly make you. Old Swan huffed his wings, hissed and paddled faster in the wake, bobbing as Tom went rowing after. Tom came to Withyweir. Down the river, rushing, foamed into Windle Reach, a bubbling and a splashing, bore Tom over stones, spinning like a windmill, bobbing like a bottle cork, to the Hythe at Grindwall. "Hey, here's Woodsman Tom and his billy beard on," laughed all the little folk of Hayes End and Brereton. "Where, Tom? We'll shoot you dead with our bows and arrows. We don't let forest folk nor bogies from the barrows cross over Brandywine by cockle boat nor ferry. Fie, little fat bellies, don't ye make so merry. I've seen hobbit folk digging holes to hide 'em, frightened if a horny goat or a badger eyed 'em, afeard of the moony beams, their olden shadows shunning. I'll call the orcs on you, that'll send you running." "You may call, Woodman Tom, and you can talk your beard off. 3 arrows in your hat, you were not afeard of. Where would you go now? If for beer you're making, the barrels ain't deep enough in Brereton for your slaking. Away over Brandywine by Sherborne I'd be going, but too swift for cockleboat the river now is flowing. I bless little folk that took me in the wherry, wish them evenings fair and many mornings merry." Red flowed the Brandywine, with flame the river kindled, as suns sank below the shire, and then to grey it dwindled. Mythe's steps empty stood, none was there to greet him. Silent the causeway lay. Said Tom, "A merry meeting." Tom slumped along the road as the light was failing. Rushy lamps gleamed ahead. He heard a voice him hailing. "Whoa there!" Ponies stopped, wheels halted sliding. Tom went plodding past, never looked beside him. "Oh there, beggarman tramping in the marsh. What's your business here? Hat all stuck with arrows. Something's warned you off, caught you at your sneaking. Come here, tell me now what it is you're seeking. Shire ale, I'll be bound, though you're not a penny. I'd bid them lock their doors, and then you won't get any." "Well, well, muddy feet. From one that's late for meeting, away back to the Mythe, that's a surly greeting. You old farmer fat that cannot walk for wheezing, cart drawn like a sack ought to be more pleasing. Pennywise, tub on legs, a beggar can't be chooser, or else I'd bid you go, and you would be the loser. Come, maggot, help me up, a tankard now you owe me. Even in cockshut light an old friend would know me." Laughing they drove off, in Rushy never halting, though the inn open stood, and they could smell the malting. They turned down Maggot's Lane, rattling and bumping, Tom in the farmer's cart dancing round and jumping. Stars shone in Bamfurlong, and Maggot's house was lighted. Fire in the kitchen burned to welcome the benighted. Maggot's son bowed at door, his daughters did their curtsy. His wife brought tankards out for those that might be thirsty. Songs they had, and merry talks, the supping and the dancing. Good night, Maggot. There for all his belt was prancing. Tom did a hornpipe that he was not quaffing. Daughters did the springle ring. Good wife did the laughing. When others went to bed in hay, fern, or feather, close in the inglenook they laid their heads together. Old Tom and Muddy Feet swapping all the tidings from Barrow Downs to Tower Hills, of walkings and of ridings, of wheat ear and barley corn, of sowing and of reaping, queer tales from Bree and talk of smithy, mill, and cheaping, rumors and whispering trees, south winds in the larches, tall watchers by the forge, shadows on the marches. Old Maggot slept his last in chair beside the embers. Ere dawn Tom was gone, as dreams one half remembers, some merry, some sad, and some of hidden warning. None heard the door unlocked, a shower of rain at morning. His footsteps washed away. At Mythe he left no traces. At Hayes End they heard no song, nor sound of heavy paces. 3 days his boat lay by the Hythe at Grindwall, and then one morn was gone back up Withywindle. Otter folk, Hobbit said, came by night and loosed her, dragged her over weir, and upstream they pushed her. Out from Elvet Isle, old Swan came sailing. In beak took her painter up, in the water trailing, drew her proudly on. Otters swam beside her, round old Willow Man's crooked roots to guide her. The king's fisher perched on bough, on thwart the wren was singing. Merrily the cockle-boat homeward they were bringing. To Tom's Creek they came at last. Otter lad said, "Wish now! What's a coot without his legs, or a finless fish now? Oh, silly sallow willow stream, the oars they'd left behind them. Long they lay at Grindwall, hithe for Tom to come and find them." Well, heyo everyone, and welcome. I'm your friend Art of Mana, and let's dive into our 115th stream, where we're doing something a little bit different. And today, we will be playing Chasing Aurora. Sorry, I kind of left the screen hanging there for a moment. I got a little distracted. But this is a game that came out for launch on the Wii U, and it's something I think is a little bit unique and unusual, and I think that we'll like it today. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to sharing this with you very much, very much. If you don't know anything about this game, that's all right. It's kind of, let's call it renew to me. Because I did play it, although I played the multiplayer of it, and I never really played the single player all the way through, only a couple of little spots here and there. But it's got just an awesome, really, really incredible look to it. And hang on a sec. Ah, yes, hold on one moment. Alright, I realized that there's a combination of gamepad and Pro Controller here. I've got to sort of figure this out here. So we'll see if I can do this with the, why is the Pro Controller not working? One moment, I'll get this sorted. And in the meantime, thank you so much for being here. RD was the first I saw, and then Champion and Fizz and Dash, so I'm grateful that you're here. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my day after I get this sorted. So let me just see if I change the controller inputs here. This has incredible music too, so I'm excited for that. All right, let's go to the controller settings. Let's do... We're going to do a couple of things. We're hopefully going to get this working here. There we go. All right, and let's go back. See if this works. We may have to relaunch the game. I know. Well, maybe not. Hold on. Maybe we need to go to options. Let's look. Let's go to controls here. Oh, that's probably why. Let's see if this works. Now we've got the Pro Controller. Will that work? No? Oh! No? I don't know. I may just have to use the gamepad today. Which is alright. We should have enough juice for the gamepad to work. So let's try that. Anyway, this is this is a game that's actually the first game in, I would call, a two-part sort of series. The other is The Secrets of Radicon. Yes, this is actually kind of a prequel of sorts. It was really a multiplayer game at its core. Oh, here we go. Look, I think now what I could do is, there we go. Now I can use the controller I want to use. So, the way that this game is sort of designed, it's got this really cool polygonal look, and I just love it. And actually, I think right there, Ruth was my favorite. Though Fink is pretty cool too, but I think we're gonna stick with Ruth to start off. But they have these really cool designs. I think it's just gorgeous. And the kind of biggest selling point in this game is that it's really just got this beautiful art style, beautiful music, and then it's really fun for couch co-op. So here we are. You can see I've got my bird here, Ruth, just kind of flapping around, and I can dive like that, and I can flap my wings like that, and the whole game, it's kind of like a race, and there's competitions and kind of like capture the flag style things for multiplayer, but there's a single player mode where you're basically doing laps and trying to kind of do time trials and things like that. Ooh, and there I go in the water. You can fly out, and that's about it. Now, am I in the right mode? I don't know if I'm in the right mode, actually. I think, you know what I just realized? Hang on, let's go back. I just realized I'm in tournament. This is what we need to do. We need to go back to challenge, I believe. There we go. This is what we need to do. There we are. Now, can we play? There we go. Now we can play. Okay. Sorry, this is 2012 when this came out. And so it is time now. We've got this. Okay. So, time challenge, follow the trail until the timer runs out. Yellow gates give a time bonus. Again, this is all kind of new to me again. We've got to follow this trail and see how well we do. Now, hang on a second. I'm just going to pause here. I did that for two reasons. The first is so that I could charge the gamepad, just put that back in the dock now that I'm using the Pro Controller. And then the other is to go back and read what Champion says. Champion says, did you know there's both a sequel focusing on Romans versus the gods and a spin-off featuring the gods of Asgard? I did not know that, Champion, referring to the Percy Jackson series. That sounds really interesting. I love Norse mythology. as well as Greek and Roman. So that would be really interesting. And Fizz says, I've never heard of this game, but then again, I don't have a Wii U. Well, there you go. Chasing Aurora, Secrets of Radicon is a cool game, very different. So the idea here is you're kind of trying to figure out what's the fastest way to sort of go through all of these areas. And it's a very simple game. This is it. We're basically going to be doing laps in this kind of a of a game. There are different levels. I've only done a few of them, and so I'm using my dive button with the right trigger there to just kind of go around and do that. And I'm flapping kind of a single flap. It doesn't make sense to sort of flap like a hummingbird. You kind of want to do a single flap. See, kind of one good flap, and that's actually pretty good. I'm kind of getting into the rhythm of it already, even though it's been a while. So, oh no, I goofed, y'all. Obviously you get multipliers by continuing to get a perfect streak, and I didn't do so well, but let's see how I do here. Alright, so only 1 out of 3 stars. I didn't even get my high score, but we'll go to the next level, and we're just going to play through all of the levels, and we can always go back. And it's a really meditative kind of game, very simple, and that felt right. It's actually, there's a slow drizzle here in the Pacific Northwest. It just sort of happened. And it just kind of is one of those somewhat melancholy afternoons. I have to say, I was speaking with some friends and just kind of having really tough days, and a couple of them having some really bad news that they have to deal with. And you know, I kind of was feeling like maybe I didn't quite eat enough for the right foods today, and I was kind of feeling a little bit off from that, and because I had forgotten a lunch today, and yeah, just kind of feeling tired. And I thought, you know, I have not played something new in such a long time, and something that just is very relaxing seemed to be just what I wanted for this stream. Just a nice chill stream. You know, we can play Mario Kart 8, we can get all of this fancy triple stars and gold. We can do that another time. But tonight, it felt like a night to read some Adventures of Tom Bombadil and play some Chasing Aurora. So thank you so much for tuning in and joining me tonight. And yeah, I hope you're doing well. Like I said, it's just sort of been one of those days, and I don't mean to say this to get anyone down. The honest truth is, I just don't want to be fake. I want to be real, you know. And when I'm feeling just a little bit melancholy, or at least maybe we could say introspective, you know, I'm just gonna share that with you. I don't think it's cause in this case for me to not stream. Hey, look, we did pretty good. We got a new high score even. That's pretty cool. But you know, it's not a day to play Mario Kart. It's a day to play Chasing Aurora. And, you know, I've been thinking maybe it's because of all the Mr. Rogers that we've had lately, but, you know, emotions are good things, you know? It's like, as long as we're honest about them and we don't let them control our actions or dictate our actions, you know? Emotions, that's what they are. So, on my drive home today, I took the back roads. I enjoyed some beautiful scenery. I kind of drove by the ocean, and I ended up just playing some really good music and just feeling like this was good. This was, you know, what I needed, and it was here. This might tell you a lot about my day, my evening. So Ms. Mann and I were discussing to have for dinner. And like I said, I'd forgotten my lunch. I didn't really feel like I had quite eaten what I needed to eat. And so I was thinking, some spring rolls, Vietnamese spring rolls, otherwise known sometimes as fresh rolls, not the fried kind, but the kind that are the kind that are nice and fresh. And I thought that'd be a good dinner. And then for dessert, I had some, the peanut butter crunch cereal. Champion says, well, anyways, I just stopped by to say hi. I'm exhausted. I spent a long time trying to get a really heavy shelf into the garage. Oof. Well, good night, Champion. Thank you so much for coming and saying hi. I do appreciate you coming in and being a part of the streams, even briefly. I know it's late for you, so thanks. That helped just kind of cheer me up today, and I appreciate talking a little bit about Percy Jackson and about reading, and thanks for the compliment on my reading too. And I will be more than happy to do some more reading in the future. That's a pretty authentic thing for me. Yeah, so enjoy your rest tonight. And I think this is the last level I ever played in the single player mode. So we're actually learning here. Oh, yeah, all right. And this is where things start to get a little bit more interesting. And Dash, thank you. Dash says, sorry you had a kind of a rough day there. What were the exact words? Sorry, I'm trying to fly, so I will check that in a little bit. But yeah, it's all right, Dash. It's nice to spend some time in stream and to spend some time with you. Dash says, sorry you had a bit of a down day, but glad you're enjoying some new stuff. Yeah, I really just, my heart goes out to some of my friends right now. And I don't know, it's just one of those evenings. It's in the air. I don't know, how about you? How are you all doing? Thanks for listening to me. And this is a really cool one. Ooh, look at the water. I love that they're... Oops. Look at how the water... Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is cool. Look how neat this is, huh? Oh, see, that's not a good way to go. I love the triangles for the water droplets. This is really neat. Can we go through there? There we go. Now I think I've got an idea of how to do this. Trying to squeeze through there, and then we can just flap right at the last moment. Oh, last moment. Oh. All right. We didn't do half bad. Artie says, when you feel down, go be a blessing to somebody else. If you were a listening ear to your friend. Thank you, Artie. I appreciate that. Very solid advice. They probably appreciate it. Yeah, I hope I was. I was able to talk with them, and at least one of them was someone who we were communicating, through technology, not in person, and the other was someone. Oh, we need to, I guess we're gonna need to rank up. Is that? And the other was someone in person. I gave a good hug, and I listened, and then I texted them this evening just to check up on them, and yeah. It seems like there are a lot of people out there that right now are kind of going through some tough times. It's a time of the year that's sort of endings as well, you know what I mean? New beginnings, but endings as well as schools kind of are closing up for the year and things like that. And then, you just sort of have, I follow along on Twitter and I see what people are doing. And it seems like it's just kind of, I don't know. But I don't want to be down because things really are good. And I really want to emphasize, too, that really, I am doing well. Like, while I'm kind of feeling this way, just sort of introspective, I think emotions, or rather, the fact that I have been doing so well, kind of taking what you said there, Artie, to heart, it all the more reason that I need to, as you put it, be a blessing for others, is I need to, when I'm doing well, try to lift up others. And when I'm not doing well, you actually in the stream have lifted me up. So, my friends, Artie and Fizz and Dash, I know you've been just a really wonderful presence in my life. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate that you're here tonight. Again, I'm actually, I'm doing pretty well, but it's a good opportunity to just sit and slow down a little bit. And yay, we did well! 9,502 collected. Fizz, aw, thanks for the hearts. Artie says, it's the time of year when parents need to figure out what to do with the kids and the teachers are celebrating. Yep. Well, there we go. We passed that challenge, so we can go to the next one. That's good. But yeah, all right, you lose most of your multiplier when you miss a gate. That's fair enough. Fair enough. So, this is a neat looking stage here. Ooh, what? Oh, okay. Oh, we are moving kind of slow. Oh, look at the birch trees. It's beautiful. So I shared all that, and now, again, I'm curious to know how your days have been going. And I'm also really curious what you think of this game so far. It's a little different, huh? But I like this slowed, relaxed pace. Maybe I'll even do something I rarely do. I'll be a little bit quiet just so you can hear some of this excellent music. And just soak up some of the scenery. And let me know. We're gonna turn this into a nice, chill stream. I did tweet that this was going to be an odd stream. Tricky rock, Fizz says. Oh, we have to replay the level. Apparently we need to get 2 stars or more to be able to pass on. That's good to know. Oh, shoot. Oh. One of the things that I recall about this game and its developers, actually, that's kind of an interesting thing I might as well share, is when they were developing The Secrets of Raidacon, which is as I said, the sequel, so to speak, to this game. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that one again. They actually made their expo and exhibit artwork out of cardboard, and they, I believe, used Sharpies and cardboard, and they created these black and white, or black and brown, I suppose, pieces of artwork that were standees. All again hand done, but it was all of the geometric shapes as you see in this game, and it was really cool. I just thought it was so neat. And fun fact that you may or may not have wondered already, it was kind of in big part due to this game, that I have emphasized polygons in the look and design of all things Art of Mana. You know, there are polygons in the background of most screens. In most of my... Ooh, that hurt. In most of my advertisements and images and things like that, you'll see polygons. And it was actually because I loved this aesthetic. I just thought it was so beautiful and simplistic. It kind of has that retro look and feel, and it's evocative of so much, but yet it's so simple. And the music is very, very good, Dash says. Yes, it is. Can you hear it all right, or should I actually raise the volume a bit? And the comments are, it's nice. I'm actually really intending to play Secrets of Radicon after this. It's only about a 4-hour game. Maybe even less. We could do it easily in 2 streams. So, at some point I think we'll do that as well. I've mentioned different games I'd like to play. This is not one that I intended to play actually today. Like I said, it just seemed to be the right one to play. Alright, we're hanging on to that multiplier. I don't know why I keep saying multiplier and stuff, because I think multi-ball in pinball, instead of saying multiplier, I'm saying multiplier. It just seems a little strange, but... Has anyone done anything particularly cool today? Any stories worth sharing there? 31 multiplier, nice. 32x right there. We're talking Sega 32X. Right, let's keep this multiplier going. We do not want to lose it. Oh, I'm liking this. I'm feeling good about this. I think we're going to have success. I think we are going to do it this time. Be able to go on to the next level. Oh, that was close. 45 times multiplier. 46 and climbing. We're doing really well. Nice. Dash says, oh yeah, it's coming through just fine, the music there. Cool, we can go to the next level. And Artie says, I sat for 2 hours erasing markings from orchestra music. Yeah, that was loads of fun. Not. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Joy, joy, joy. Well, does that fall under the category of someone has to do it? Ooh, this is... Oh, there are... Ooh, ow. There are rocks flying through. This is intense. Alright, we're gonna have to do this one a few times, I can already tell. Ooh. Oh, man. Alright. Interesting. Unless we save it right now. Oh, shoot. Nope. We'll have to repeat this one, but... Neat mechanic that they added there. Okay. Oh. In case Secrets of Radicon doesn't sound familiar to you, I actually gave that game away when we had our first ever giveaway, and Shell was the recipient of that game. I don't know if you remember that. That's a throwback to days long gone by. The developer also did a game that was pretty popular, and yet it moves. I don't know if you remember that. It was on the Wii. It was a PC indie title. It was eventually on mobile. So yeah. Alright, we have to do this again, as I said. And guess they caught you on a good day, because you said yes, Artie says. Or, guess I don't know, I was changing to try and say it as you instead of I, but that was Artie speaking of Artie, so... What did we say earlier? I'm a good reader? I do like reading. In fact, I think we might actually do some more today. Have I read on stream The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock? It now also seems like a night to do a little bit of T.S. Eliot poetry. It's one I like the feel of. You know how there are some pieces of poetry or some pieces of writing where there's just a feel that as it leaves your mouth, it just feels right. Does that make sense? Well, the Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock is one of those for me. I had an English teacher in high school introduce me to that. I remember actually he said it was his favorite poem, and I read it. And I remember the first time I read it, I said, huh, what the heck did I just read? But it stuck with me, and again, it sort of just kind of rolls off the tongue, and it has a lot of interesting imagery to really get you pondering, so... Alright, we did not do so well that time. Yes, but do I feel good just playing a nice, relaxed game? Also a game that isn't going to be too long, I suspect this is, you know, we'll play it this stream, and that's it. Unfortunately, there's no online multiplier. Now I'm saying multiplier instead of multiplayer. This is weird. My tongue is not working tonight. So it will only ever be possible for me to play multiplayer with some friends, but I might, you know, might be fun to do that. I've been actually speaking with a few real-world friends and letting them know that I stream. I don't know if you know this, but I never really shared with a lot of people that I do stream. There are still a lot of people who don't know that I stream, and I guess I wanted to grow without feeling like I was just trying to force my friends into following me kind of thing. You know? Sort of see if this was something that people who don't already know me would be interested in. I'm kind of now at the point where I might try inviting some more people. Seeing if this is something they'd be interested in checking out. And Fizz says, yeah, I don't tell many people that either. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not totally against sharing it with some more people, but I have spoken to, you know, a couple of my closest friends know, and I actually was speaking to a couple of them about having just a fun guest stream. You know, we had a Hamame Boy come by, and so we actually were talking about maybe 4 of us getting together and playing some games. And I have a lot. I love local multiplayer games, you know. Those games you have to get friends together and sit on the couch to play and enjoy. And so my thought was it'd be really neat to actually get said friends together and play some of those games in stream. And maybe, you know, maybe that might just bring a nice little element into the stream. So I know exactly the game I'd like to do that first with as well. And maybe we could do more of our retro roulette, our challenge mode roulette wheel. Oh, darn. Alright, we are not gonna do this. Nope. I've noticed that if you can keep the chain going, then the timer continues to increase. So the trick is going to be to try to keep those chains going, but it's so tough when those rocks hit. So I'm actually interested, Fizz. It's neat to hear that that's something that you haven't shared with other people that you stream as well. I was thinking about how kind of hard it is to believe that we've been doing this now for as long as we have. You started around the it's coming up, right? It was June or July, I can't remember, of last year. It was fairly soon after the or soon right before the Mana Summer Share, I believe. Which is just hard to believe that we've been doing this for over a year now on Art of Mana. Oh, those rocks, I'm telling you. We're doing okay getting this multiplier up. Let's see. Oh, did you see those smooth moves there as we avoid all of the giant boulders? Not all of them. A lot of them. Oh, there goes our multiplier. Drat. Oh, there it goes again. Drat. I don't know if this is going to be enough. I don't think so. You've told about 3 friends about it. One actually has done a few streams himself, huh? Your 1 year is the 25th of this month. That's right. Fizz, are you going to do something special to celebrate? And Fizz says, my brother followed me the other day too. Oh, that's fun. Well, like I said, I really felt like today's stream was going to be worthwhile. Again, you know, I think I think it's important to just sort of be honest with our emotions, be real, you know? So when I was thinking about, you know, at first the plan was to play Mario Kart. And I thought, you know, I tend to be very very happy playing Mario Kart, you know, very jovial, I think, if I may use that term. And I feared that I might feel like I was forced into having to put on that kind of a mask, you know, when I wasn't feeling it, because it is authentic, you know. While I sometimes adopt little quirks and things from other people that I admire or appreciate, you know, I do tend to think that what I do is marked by authenticity, and so tonight I thought, no, I need to just play something kind of like this game. Just let it be more like this. And I don't know, what do you think? Do you feel like it's in stark contrast to my usual streams? Is it just kind of different, but not in a bad way? Is it... I'm curious to know. I've never really done something like this. Oh, that was pretty rough. Just got crushed by boulders. But hopefully, with this score, I'm in good shape. I think I am. Cool. I think that we're going... You're gonna do something fun for that milestone, Fizz. Awesome. Oops, I just hit replay this. I didn't want to do that. Oh well, let's replay it for fun. Let's see if we get a better score. Doesn't really matter. So one of the fun modes in multiplayer, there. Oh, I cannot. I'm not anything that starts with multi. I'm gonna struggle with today. I feel it. One of the modes that's really fun. You have this little lamp that you have to get, and you hold it in your talons. Once you've acquired the lamp, you basically play a game of keep away from the other players. And the only way that they can get the lamp from you is to knock it out of your talons and then pick it up themselves. And then the game of keep away is back on with them holding the lamp. It's a really fun mode. It's actually my favorite in the game. And one of the neat features of this game, too, is the gamepad support. Ooh, come on. And some of the asynchronous gameplay, because you can also play in a mode where everyone else is looking at the television screen while one person is playing with the gamepad. And that's where I really thought the Wii U shined. It was that whole concept, and sadly not enough games, in my opinion, made use of that, the asynchronous gameplay. But I'm glad that enough did that I'm still very happy that I do have a Wii U. Despite the fact that so many of the Wii U games, at least a lot of the big ones, are being released for the Switch. But a game like Nintendo Land, that is a fun one. Ooh, look at our score. We're doing really well right now. Nintendo Land has a really fun game mode that is basically hide and go seek, but the person who is seeking plays on the gamepad while the people hiding have the TV, and it's split screen, and they're running around trying to find a hiding spot, and the person with the gamepad is running around trying to find people hiding, and it's just really fun. Nintendo Land was a sadly underrated game. You could pick it up for $5 at the store eventually, which is how I got my copy, I have to admit. Because the edition that I got of the Wii U was the Wind Waker Special Edition. I did not get the Wii U at launch. I just could not afford it. And that's alright. Ooh, we're down in the... Ooh. Our multiplier went way down there. Fizz says I'm also tote sketching some fan art of this game. Awesome. And Fizz says, I think if you feel like playing a chill game to have a chill stream, go for it. The more fun you have playing a game you want to play, the more fun it is for those watching. Thanks, Fizz. Well, I hope this is fun for you. I am actually having fun with this. And I'm having fun just relaxing and everything. Like I said, I'm used to... Actually, lately I've found myself finding it easier and easier just to chat and keep a running dialogue going. And I'm actually kind of intentionally taking some breaths in this one. I was looking back at some old VODs from the early days, and I did that more frequently, and I think it was really because I didn't actually know what to say. Whereas nowadays I feel a little more confident to just share and talk. Ooh, I like this one. Look at that sun, the triangle sun. How cool is that? Oh, I like this one a lot. This is a cool level. I like this one so much. Oh, this is so neat. It's simple, but really cool. And that sun, every time you creep up there, that is so cool. Yeah, this is a game I saw no people playing on Twitch. And I also didn't see any VODs of it. I was wondering, I guess, you know, I was thinking about the fact that a lot of times for streaming, well, this is a thought I had. It's almost like the balance between streaming as a sort of presentation, a la radio or something along those lines, and then streaming as a sort of invitation into a person's life and day and enjoyment of video games. And I wonder for myself, what really is streaming? Oof, this is a tough one. This is a really tough course here. You know, is it one or the other of those? Is it something different entirely? Or is it some combination? So in my pursuit of always trying to understand and hone the craft of streaming, that's kind of what's on my mind. I thought today, ooh, come on. We did not pass that one. We only got 390. Oof, we didn't do so well. Let's replay that one. Today I kind of decided it was a little bit more of an invitation into my into my life, as it were, you know. I've been thinking an awful lot about the streams lately. What I'd like to go, where I'd like to go with everything. I realized, you know, I have that was interesting. I haven't really released a video in a long while, which I do have 2 actually in the works. But I do, and I don't know what it is per se, but I do find that that streaming is more enjoyable, and also I feel more how to put it, with a video I feel like the creativity that I share is a more complete reflection of who I am, if that makes any sense. Where streaming has that element of spontaneity, of risk, because it's all live, you know, no take backsies. And so then the thrill of doing well isn't so much a product of the time and effort and talent that you have necessarily even, but a little bit more. Maybe an analogy would be painting with watercolors, whereas making a video is like painting with oils. I think this analogy is helpful. Let me explain what I mean by it. Video is something you can work with. You can dig in. You know, you can spend lots of time and pay close attention to the details and tweak and just like oil paints, right? You're building up. Every brush stroke is adding to the overall canvas, and you know, if something isn't quite right, you go back, with other oils, and you continue to work with the canvas. Whereas watercolor is a whole other beast entirely. With watercolor, you have yes, some control, but at the same time, there's so much more opportunity for those happy accidents, and I think especially of wet on wet technique, because that's where you first wet the paper with a brush or whatnot, or spray bottle, and from there then you apply wet watercolor pigment, and obviously it's all wet, so the liquid, the paint mixes and sort of meanders across the paper, and it goes with the roughness or smoothness of the paper. It's if you've got a very coarse paper, then it will sort of flow into all the little crevices, the little grooves along the paper, and ultimately find its own path and do its own thing. And while you have a certain control and you know when to use that technique, at the same time, there's always some little happy accident that happens, to borrow also a term that Bob Ross and so I think of streaming that way, it can be a risk, but just like with watercolor, those happy accidents, that just are so beautiful. It's just like, I couldn't have done that had I tried. Those are the moments you go, that's incredible. Those are something that happens in streams, I find. The risk is there. You can always make a fool of yourself. You can always do something you say, that wasn't what I wanted it to be. But then you just have those moments that you go back and you're really proud of. And I think that's a very good thing. And that's not to say, there's room in the world for oils and watercolors. There's room in the world for videos and streams, and that's why I do have some videos in the works. And I'm happy to see Fizz. Fizz has a new video series in the works. That's really cool, Fizz. But I think lately I've tried to kind of hone the streaming side of things and improve and get a little bit better. Oh. And so I haven't spent the time on the videos lately, but I would like to get back into that. All of it is part of the creative process. And there we go, we have Bob Ross in the chat. Thanks, Fizz. I would love to see how this fan art's coming along. Thank you seriously so much for just being here. Yeah, like I said, it's just kind of been one of those evenings. I think we're gonna have to read a little bit of the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Oh, that is so tough. No. Keep that. Keep the multiplier. Good. So I should tell you why that's tough. When you go above the clouds, you can't flap your wings, or you don't actually have all the control that you would want. So it's a little tricky. And right there you hit the needles of the pine trees. Oh, see, and I just lost the multiplier because I couldn't actually control that. So you have to hit it at just the right angle to pass through all of those. It's quite tricky, actually. So try that again. There we go. That's the way to do it. But then we have to kind of come back here. So I'm really not doing it the best way, but I think we have enough for 2 stars now. I think so. Dash says, yay, more reading. Or raddin', I mean. Oh no, we didn't have enough for 2 stars. Well, we got the new high score, but Ooh, okay. Didn't go quite as well as I had hoped. Let's try this again. It's possible that... Oh, see those trees... Interesting. The trees are definitely slowing me down too. Oh! Oh! Oh, no. No, 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 no. Can we... Nope, we can't quite... Almost... Are we gonna try it? This seems silly. Nope. Let's just continue on. Ouch. That hurt. I wonder if we can restart. Nah. Oh, there we go. That's right on. We did not do well. RD says, fun fact, Riding the Wind was a Western film made in 1942. Oh. Well, that is a fun fact. Cool, Artie. Interesting. Fizz, I have a question for you. This one's for Fizz. So you know how Artie has some recordings of the for the alerts in the stream, which, by the way, Artie, just as an aside, I'm working on all of the alerts. I'm actually compiling and putting together and getting that together, but I haven't had quite the time to sit down and really finish that up yet. And then, you know, Dash and I are doing the Star Wars role-playing game. Fizz, would you like to collaborate on a little song with me? I'm interested in recording a Steven Universe song, the theme song, as a matter of fact, extended version, and having you and Fampy and actually maybe, well, I don't know, maybe even someone else, maybe an Artie if you're interested for another voice there. But I was thinking, Fizz, if you could be Garnet in the part where Garnet sings her little ditty. That'd be interesting at all to you? Like how I'm just throwing this out there for you. The idea, hey, look, we can move on to the next level. The idea was that I would record the backing track and then send it out. Fampy and I were talking about this, and so the idea was I could send it out to her, and I got to thinking, I said, why just have it be the two of us when really, you know, there are 4 singers, and furthermore, it would be, you know, the more the merrier. And we have some actual singers. Shoot, you know, now that I think about it, man, all of y'all's, but I was really thinking of Fizz for singing Garnet's part. But yeah, Dash, maybe you'd like to join in as well. I don't know. But anyway, just something to think about. I was thinking this weekend of recording the backing track and just some vocals to get us started that could always be edited differently or taken out completely in the final mix down. Oh, Fizz says, I've tried recording myself though and it sounded terrible. Aw. I might be able to do that. Alright, well, I mean, obviously it's what you're comfortable with and everything, but I can pass that on to you. How's that? I'll pass it on to you. Give it a shot. my intent was to do a mix down there and try to get it sounding as good as it can be. Now that you've got, I don't know what you if you would use your headset mic, but I think that would be fine. I think probably my suggestion would be to lower the gain a bit on it so that you could be louder and not feel like you're maxing out the headset because it's right there next to you, or even just take it off and put it a little bit further away from your face would probably work quite well, actually. And there's always the old closet trick. Do you know this one? Go in a closet, surround yourself with your clothes or some pillows or blankets or things like that. You'll get a nice dry sound with no weird sort of echo or feedback from the walls. And then reverb can always be added later. Aha! I love reverb. Reverb is the best. I think it's so great. I mean, like, the best is you're in just like a giant space, like a big church or something like that, and you just have the natural acoustics. It's so cool. Or buildings that were designed with that in mind. That's always just impressed me so much. Where there's a point in the room where if you say something, if you so much as whisper, everyone hears. I think that's phenomenal. It's so cool. Artie says, nobody likes their voice when they hear it. You have a good voice, Fizz. Aw, yep. I've heard, just little things here and there. I'd say so too, Fizz. You've tried it with the headset off on another song. My voice was just so off key. Oh no. So we'll auto-tune it. Dash says, yeah, recordings always sound a bit off. I think you're doing great too, Fizz. Yeah, Artie, you should go to, hold on. I've never said this name out loud, so is it Kyler? And use his table mic? It's really cool looking. Ooh, I could do that, Fizz says. And we can go to the next level. Awesome. We're making progress. Ooh, time challenge. Stuff, things. Cool. Oh, I don't know why I went up. It's not what I intended to do. Ooh, this is a fancy one. All right. Go down here. Dive, 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 dive. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't dive anymore. Stop diving. Whoa. Oh, yeah. The wind is also carrying us up there, huh? Oh, look at the snow. It's all little triangles, too. Ah, this is great. Oh! Darn. Oh! Oh, darn, again. Oh, this is really fun. Yeah, Fizz, the first few times I ever tried recording myself, rough. I have to pull out. I might even pull it up in stream here, but I have an early song. I might pull it up so that you can hear it. Might have to do this. Give you all some early mana music. Calor, is that how you say it? Calor? And Artie asks a non-stream question, and that's about 1.12. And, I'm really glad you brought that up. I was doing a little bit of looking today to see if there were any reports of issues on servers. And with the day turning out the way it was, the way it did, I did not start the process of the big backup and everything as I had intended when I got home. It just wasn't. you know, I stayed later with my friend than I had kind of even even thought I would, and so I just didn't really have the time. And anyway, all that's to say, after the stream, I'm going to start the backup, and I'm thinking that it's possible that tomorrow night we'll launch it. I don't think I will do it before then. Because what I think I'm going to do is do a full backup tonight and one tomorrow. And see. I guess already, I just don't know. But yeah, you asked, will you be going to... Well, I actually posted in Discord a whole thing. I don't know if you saw that. I posted in the patron news an update on going to 1.12. So we will be soon. It will be... you know, if everything's looking stable and the server's running well, you know, reports are that it's all running just fine, then I suspect that that by Saturday at the latest we would have it up. All of that's subject to change if I'm seeing reports that there are issues with it running on a server. I had thought to have it set to automatically update, and I decided not to go that route on Bob George III's recommendation, because what he said is sometimes there are issues where Minecraft updates don't play well with servers. And the best thing is, you know, to manually make that update so that you can make a full backup right before, so you can always go back. And I said, you know, that makes sense, Bob. So that's what we're doing. But I'm just as excited. In fact, I was even thinking of trying to tweak some things and pare down some CPU usage so that I could maybe even stream 1.12, because it's been so long since I've played Minecraft. And I think even if I lower it to 30 frames a second, maybe lower the bitrate, and also not use some of my background programs and applications for streaming that add that little extra bit of polish, I think we can make it work. Oh, and Hardy says that's sooner than I would have thought. No hurry, just wondering. And you haven't looked at Discord today. Well, there you go. Yeah, I actually put a little post out there for it, and yeah, the plan is to get it up as soon as possible. So I'm excited for it. I really am. It's just a really cool update. To be honest, I thought the colors were great when I first saw them. But then again, I've always been one for colorful games like Nintendo games and everything. I really want to see this art that you're doing there, Fizz. Got me super curious. Ooh. Oh, darn. Oh, there's water involved in this one. Okay. Oh. Oh, cool. So you have to actually dive into the water. Yeah, I think if you're really good at this, you would be flapping in all the right places, but oops. Oh, darn. Not quite there. You can kind of get along just by using the control stick, but really you do slow down, especially when you're going against wind. But then again, the way that this is designed, you tend to sort of mostly go with the wind, so... Oh, the music in this is phenomenal. All right. Ooh, you're taking pictures of it now. Awesome. I can't wait to see this. And Artie says, I was playing 1.12 on a single world I have. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I haven't played it yet. I figured I was going to wait until Mana U and play on Mana U. But I'm telling you, Artie, I'm thinking, you know, how cool would it be to get some of that terracotta in the university? I'm thinking maybe I think we even talked about it when you were working on it. But how cool would it be to introduce a little terracotta into the grand hall? So yeah, I'm really excited, and the colors are just much nicer on the wool, if you ask me. I always thought that wool colors, to be blunt, looked a little gross. They were always just a little bit off, a little bit putrid. Some of them were all right, but a lot of them, I really did look at them and sort of go, ooh, they're just, it's almost like there's like a gray gradient on it that just shouldn't be there, that just kind of muddies the color. So I was a big fan of what I saw on the colors that were announced for the wool. I have yet to really look at the final color chart. What I had seen was older, but it has gotten me really interested in Minecraft again. I have been thinking about how, you know, looking back on, like I said, I was looking at some old VODs, and you know, it's almost like there were these two. This is like my green phase, my blue phase. You know, this was my Minecraft phase, then my Nintendo phase. You know, but I would love for it to be a nice blend in the future. I think Minecraft, I'd see myself streaming Minecraft again, for sure. And probably fairly regularly. But I do, in all honesty, think Nintendo always was my desire to stream. Now that I can, I'm so happy that I'm able to. And that's contributed a lot to why I'm enjoying streaming so much lately. Oh, darn. Goofed that. I don't think we're gonna do it. Fampy! We are the crystal gems. Oh, Fampy, we were just talking about the recording. I was mentioning planning on doing a recording with you, and was suggesting that we might get some of the talented singers in on it as well. Make this a nice, you know, collaboration with some more folks too. But yeah, I'm hoping to this weekend to get that recording out to you. Fampy actually sent me a little recording, just no backing track, just her and a metronome, and it sounded awesome, like really awesome. Fizz needs to do the Garnet voice. That's what I said, Fampy. Great minds think alike. That's exactly what I told Fizz. I said that she should do the Garnet voice. Did you ever play this, Fampy? Chasing Aurora on the Wii U. This is one that was out at launch. It was a launch Nindy, which is what Nintendo Indies are called. We're just having a very chill stream. And I'm actually wondering, I got 2 stars on this, and I wonder if I sort of unceremoniously beat the single player game, to be honest, because I didn't see an option to go to the next stage. So either that or I need to go back and triple star everything. I don't think that's what I need to do, though. Oh. I'm gonna concentrate on this one. I'll get back to chat as soon as this is done. This is such a calming game. Such a calming game. I really dig it. Oh, shoot. Shucks. Still 12,000. Not too shabby right now. But losing that multiplier, that hurts. You haven't played this. For some reason, the second chorus was an octave higher than the first, Fampy says so. Man, have you ever played Pikmin? Not Pokemon, Pikmin. I've only played Pikmin 3, and only a little bit of it. I never... If it says, oh, you're so close to perfect. I know, I was doing really well. I might have been able to get that 3-star had I not made that one error. I think we might have actually completed the game. I'm going to go back and look. Yeah, I do like Pikmin. Alright, let's take a look here. Oh, you know what? I need to use, oddly enough, the gamepad for this, so one moment. Yeah, Ms. Mana actually got into Pikmin 3. She played more of it than I have, actually. She played more of it than I played. Yes. Stuff. Oh, no, look at that. What is this? Nope, we have more. So I wonder if this means we need to go back and maybe play... How's this gonna work? Blame rolled. Oh wait, what is this? Fampy says... Oh, Fizz says, real birds do not button mash. Did that say that here? Oh, that's funny. Was that like a loading screen thing? And Fampy says, my knee is itchy because I have a wound there. Ouchies. Hashtag blame rolled. And Fizz says, did you take an arrow to the knee? Oh, man. Alright, you know, let's go back. I think maybe I need to triple star. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you know what? I bet. Because this is... medium. And this is hard. No, because I did that. I don't know. I don't know how this works. No, we went longboarding, but he didn't tell me that he had the knee protection and stuff. Oh, no. Fizz says, oh, wow. Oh, that rolled. Gotta talk to him. Maybe we need to pick another character. What do you think? Maybe Fex? Solitude? Google is your friend, Fampy says. That is true. Let's play. There we go. Let's play as Solitude. Okay. Yeah, that might actually be a thing. We might want to Google that. But let's just see if we can go for 3 stars on this one. I wonder if I wonder how different the characters are. I don't remember. Okay, let's do this. Let's go for 3 stars. See if that in any way makes a difference. I hope that I don't need to 3-star everything in order to unlock the... Oh, what? No. Wait, what? Wait, what? That was weird. You saw that, right? It was almost like they all disappeared. Don't know what that was about. Yeah, you know, it might be worth actually a little bit of Googling to find out. If anyone might be willing to do that, I would be most appreciative. Because Googling is a little bit boring on stream, just saying. Yeah, how to unlock all the stages in Chasing Aurora. Vampy, how are you today, by the way? And yes, I actually do want to play Pikmin, Pikmin 3 some more, as well as actually, oh, we did really horribly. Let's replay that. I might actually change my character too. Vampy says, just ask and you receive. With Google by your side, there is not a thing you can't achieve. I like now that they have the answer in forums. You can just post this particular link, and all it does is it takes the question that the person asked and makes a GIF of someone Googling that question, and then it actually takes you to the Google page. You know, the results, the search results of it, which is actually helpful. So it's both kind of a little bit of a jab, but also kind of a fun, I mean, and useful thing. Yeah, we're doing all right. Wow, we kind of didn't do that well. His Bolt says, my brother did that to me once, made me mad. Interesting. I wonder why we aren't doing so well on that. Maybe we need to go back and try doing that with our favorite character there. Let's give that another go. That's interesting. Oh, what? Odd. Don't know what happened there. Beware of Fex the Mountain King, for his mood changes on a whim. Alright, so this is where we're meant to be. Let's try the first level with our favorite character. That is to say, my favorite character. Yeah, so I think she's just a little snappier. All right, they could be identical. I don't know. I don't know. But I really do like the art design of this. Fizz, did you do you said you took a picture? Is it in our Discord? I'm curious. I'll have to look. Yeah, I think that Ruth is a little bit faster. Yeah, we're doing much better, I'd say. Doesn't it seem like Ruth is faster? I don't know. It's really kind of hard to tell. One of the analogies or the comparisons for this game was with Knight's Journey into Dreams, which I think was kind of a cool analogy or comparison. Really a comparison, not an analogy. It's not a perfect one-to-one, but I see what they're saying. You know, you have these paths that you are ultimately trying to take while going through as many, let's call them rings, although really they're not quite rings. You know, level 1 actually was pretty tough, come to think of it. We're doing pretty good right now. It'd be really interesting to play this back to back with the first time we played this today. We're doing far better now. I'm not even sure I was diving and flapping my wings the last time. Oh man, we're doing really well. I think that might even be a... Oh, only 2. But we did get a new high score. So Fampy says, good, it is morning. Anime Con is starting tomorrow. And also tomorrow we are performing a play with my class. Nice. But my exam week is next week. Ugh. And I have to go to Amsterdam in 40 minutes, which takes an hour and a half and is annoying. Aw. Fizz says, my brother did that to me once. Made me mad. And then... Yep, it is. Wait, what? Are things out of order? I'm confused. And then I guess eventually the repetitiveness gets faster. That is true. Well, we still only got that, so I don't know. Let's try... Oh look, we can actually still fly around. Well, that's funny. Didn't know that was a thing. Whee! 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 Loop-de-loop and... Alright, that's kind of funny. Fizz says, my bro did the let me Google that for you thing. Yes, and yes, the fan art is on Discord. Hang on. Let's pull this up. Oh, cool. Wow, Fizz, that is awesome. Fizz, do you mind if I put that in the stream real quick and share that? That is so cool. Oh man, that's awesome. Super cool. Uh-oh. Did we just disconnect? We have a dropped frame, but... We're still live, so that's good. Okay. But for some reason, dropped frame. I wonder. Go for it, Fizz says. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and go into studio mode. We're gonna put this up here because this looks super cool. And... do. Alright. Oops. Oh dear. Oh dear. And here we go. Should be good. All right. There we go. Look at that. That is awesome. Fizz, that is so cool. I really like how that turned out. That is really cool. And I love that you have the little triangles for the waterfall. That's just great. Thank you, Fizz, for sharing that. Vampy asks, so can European people get bits via ads? Well, apparently not just yet for some reason. I don't really know. I'm sure it's going to come. I'm certain it will come. But I don't know why, you know, at the moment it seems like that's not the case. I'm noticing, yeah, I'm noticing the some of the issues here in the stream. Let me just take a peek, see if this is something internet related. Oh, look at that. We have a whole, it says it's unstable right now, and our bits per second has our bit rate has gone significantly down here, almost halved. So that is odd. Huh. Vampy says, pretty. Man, I need to step my shading game up. Oh, well, Vampy, your artwork there in Discord was phenomenal. I was really impressed with that. That was really cool. Why are we dropping frames? Why are we unstable? This is unusual. Let's check. Hopefully we're not going to lose our internet connection, but let's just look. Internet speed test. Which, it's always a good idea to do a speed test while stuff like this is happening, right? Fizz says, I've been channeling Bob Ross in my sketches lately. Artie says, I still have trouble watching the ads here. Well, that's too bad. Alright, our download speeds are rocking, but that's not really important. What we need to know is if our upload is. And actually, I just noticed too, it's looking like everything is sorting itself out here. So maybe we're actually okay. Yes. Oh yes, love the watercolor Pokemon, Fizz says. Here we go back to this. This is not what we want to do, actually, so... Real quick, let me just see if I restart this. Yeah, Artie, I don't know. The ads can be sometimes a little bit odd. I don't know why. But they did actually just bring Twitch Prime to 300 other countries, something like that. So that's, I mean, that's a good sign. Ooh. Yeah, our upload's looking good at the moment. It might have just, it could have been a little weird glitch or something, but we should be good now, which is good. All right. The stream froze. Okay, so now that we are here, let's go to the challenge. And yeah, I think we just need to play this, actually. Oddly. Fizz says, seems more stable. Yep. Had to reset the player a few times when it buffered, Fizz says. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was, but looking at the Twitch inspector right now, we are back up where we're supposed to be, and it's stable instead of unstable, which is a good thing. We don't want unstable, we want stable. Oh. We're gonna go back. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna try that again. That was a bad start. We can do this. I believe we can do this. Let's go for 3 stars and see if we have success. And Artie says, I really like your Pokemon painting too, Fampy. And Fampy says, yeah, yay, aw, thank you. I almost went through the paper trying to fix the Gengar's eyes. Oh no. I really liked how the eyes turned out in the end though, Fampy. Looked really cool. And it was really fun to see all the Pokemon chat in Discord. But I didn't really get a chance to participate, but I did see it and enjoyed it, and so that's always cool. I love some good Pokemon chat. I'm gonna try this one again one more time. Okay. I think we can do this. I'm actually getting some ideas for elements in the stream because of playing this. I'm kind of thinking, you know, things are getting a little bit brighter in terms of colors. And I'm wondering if it's not a good idea to go even brighter still. You may have noticed my avatar has changed, which I think is a cool change. Oh no! Oh. Yeah, we're not winning this one. We may have met our match in terms of skill. Who knows? I don't really know. But did you ever know that the sun was a triangle? I bet you didn't. But now you know. It is not an orb. What nonsense is this? It is actually a flat, two-dimensional triangle. Fun little fact as well about this is I have a desktop background that is not actually from the game, but I would say someone who is heavily inspired by the game. Fampy says, yeah, like I said, me and Roald had a 2-hour chat going over every single Pokemon to see if he liked it. Roald likes Skitty, Gengar, Vulpix, Rowlet, and Togedemaru. That is a long chat. It was fun though, Fampy says. That's awesome. Ah, Pokemon. Yeah, I wish that the Pokemon tournament would actually be compatible. If you were playing online, you could play the Wii U and the Switch. Actually, I don't know if that that isn't the case. I just highly doubt it. But I really don't think I'm going to double dip to get Pokemon Tournament for the Switch, unless a lot of friends of Mana have it and play it, and you know that could become a stream game. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I just feel like I've kind of played the game already and played it with friends and kind of did what I wanted to do with the game. So, you know, Mario Kart is one where like the replay value is so super high for me, but Falcon Tournament, I'm kind of like, I feel like I beat it, and I'm good. That said, like, if you have not played it, it's a good game. Like, it actually is really fun. But, you know, you have to like fighting games, and so if you don't, then you probably won't like it. Okay. And it is actually, the deluxe version, I was looking at it, and I would say, you know, if you have it on the Wii U, not sure that there's a lot to entice me to get it on the Switch. Again, just that it wasn't really a game I was intending to go back to. But if a lot of people are playing it, a lot of friends of mine are playing it, people want to, you know, play it and during streams and stuff, then I think I'd consider it. Oof, I'm doing really poorly right now. This is so cool. It's really very fun to play this game. It's very relaxing, very peaceful. I think I'm going to feel a little dizzy by the end of all this. But Rold owes me 10 hours of watching movies. Because I watched Lord of the Rings, and now he owes me. We already watched Pitch Perfect. Pitch Perfect is such a fun movie, Fizz says. And Fampy says, I feel like they should have made Poke Ultra Sun Moon for the Switch, because my 3DS processor can't even handle regular Sun. All the frame drops. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're gonna do their own thing and you know, create a custom engine for the Switch rather than, you know, sort of a port with older technology. I don't know. I suppose they could take Pokemon Sun and just sort of, well, if you, even just a resolution increase would actually smooth out a lot of the polygons. So I don't know. That's a good point. I don't know. Help me, Fizz. What shirt do I wear? Fizz says, a blue one? Vampy says, short or long sleeves? Is it cold there? Meh. Fizz says, short. I feel like I would dream of being a bird flying like this if I played for too long, yeah. Vampy says, okay, kind of wool-like or more see-through blouse? This is fun. Why can't we go to the next level? I don't know what this means. Let's go for 3 stars. We can do this. We can do this. Let's see if we can get a perfect score. That would be awesome. No mistakes. No! Oh, shoot. I just barely missed that one. Boogers. Alright. Oh, well. still have a pretty good score, actually. Oh, well, there goes that. Oh, shucks. Well, there was that. Oh, boy. Let's see here. Fizz says, looks up Fampy's weather forecast. Fampy says, I'll be inside all day, so it doesn't really matter. Wool-like, Fizz says. It be rainy, though. Okay. Fizz says, oh, humidity's going to be bad, though. Maybe the lighter one. And my hair? Keep it up. Humidity stinks. 92% humidity. Oof. Ouch. Looks like it might rain around 3 p.m. though for Fampy, so that's this is really funny. Thank you, Fizz, for this play-by-play on the weather there. That's really funny. You know what I'm gonna do now? I'm gonna check and see if there are any 1 stars. There are a few 1 stars here. Let's try going back to these then, and boosting these up. Ah. Oh, is this the rock one? Or no, it's not. This is the one. Ugh. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. Oh, interesting. Okay. Nose. No. No. Oh dear. I see. I didn't realize that these actually are the same levels, but with different courses. It's kind of becoming a little more obvious now. This is the one where I had to go above the clouds, remember? Oh, shoot. That didn't go so well. Alright. What necklace should Fampy wear? Fizz says a flower one or Pokemon? Alright, we did really poorly on that. Let's try that again. We can do this. Come on, we can do this. Oh! We can do this. Oops. Oh no! Wow. Oh, man. Oh dear. Wow. Not good. I'm so excited to hear about AnimeCon, Fampy. I'm really looking forward to seeing your oh my gosh! You just reminded me that I never showed the pictures from when I did the treasure hunt, the scavenger hunt. Oh my goodness, Fampy, I am remiss. I am gonna have to go grab those pictures and share them. Dear, oh dear. This is what happens when Mana's brain gets full up with other stuff and he forgets the important things. Alright, we're kind of doing pretty well. We're actually saving this one a bit, but I wish I hadn't messed up at the start there. Oh no! Alright, well, that didn't go so well. Nope. Alright. Fizzbolts is the Netherlands weather reporter. Yeah, we need picks. Sorry, Fizz. Alright, so we actually did get 2 stars there. That's good. That's what we wanted. Fizzbolts, I have my hair down and my cat is trying to climb it. Silly cat. Hair isn't for climbing. No. There we go. Oof. It's a tight corner there. Nope. Lost it. How do we do? Not so great, actually. Oops. Alright. Back again. Nope. Ah, shucks. No! No, no, no. No! No! Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, oh. Well, this isn't going so well. Nope. Yeah, we're not gonna make it in this one. No, not really. Ouch. 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 That was a rough course there. That could have gone much better. Could have gone much better. All right. Let's give this one more go. This will be our last run for the evening, and I don't know, would you like to hear some love song of J. Alfred Prufrock? Or should we save that for another time? Tell you, I kind of wish I had done this some more when I first got the game, because this would have really helped in multiplayer. Just getting used to some of the finer movements and things like that. But then again, it's probably for the best, because then we were all a little more evenly matched. Which I think, actually, come to think of it, is the reason that I didn't go further. Well, we got a new high score, but we didn't actually get the 2 stars. That is okay, though. That is alright. Because, yeah, we did pretty well, actually. Let's go back to that main menu here. Or can we? Doesn't really like to have us do that, so guess not. But well, I think we're going to call it a stream. And a stream it was, and a stream it is. And it was called a stream, and so it shall be a stream. And they called it a stream. Let me look and see who is on. Who we might raid. Maybe save the reading for next time. Yep, that sounds good, Fizz. Let's... You know what? There is someone who, it appears that they have only one follower right now. And we're gonna go ahead and do a raid to check them out. Alright? We're gonna call that the stream. Let's jump right into that raid, because I don't know if they're wrapping things up or whatnot, but I would like to do that. This was fun to watch, Fizz says. Awesome. Thank you. And let's pass this love on to someone who, again, has one follower, new person. We shall do this. Everyone, let's go ahead and do a Mana Splash raid. And this one looks like it'll count. This is someone who's new. This is someone who has one follower, new to Twitch. Let's show some love. So, thanks everyone. Bye. I will see you again soon. So long. Take care. Be well. Bye-bye.